Hey, welcome my scrapping friends to Scrapping It Up. I am Vanessa, and this is the box for the National Scrapbook Day project. If you haven't caught the videos where I showed you how to make the perfect 6x6 folio, I will put the link down below to where you can go watch, and I teach you from start to finish how to make this little cutie. And it will hold 50 of your photos. So as promised, I said I would teach you guys how to make the box. It's nothing fancy, guys. It's pretty simple. I just wanted something to put the album in, okay? I did use a magnet to keep it closed. You could use ribbon. You could even make a little pocket down here and slide your lid down into your pocket. It's just something real simple, guys, okay? I have this box, and I have this box. So let's get to it, guys, and I'll show you how to do this. And like I said, it's nothing fancy, just something simple. It was an idea I came up with, and I thought, shoot, it'd work for this. Okay. I used 2 sheets of 8.5 by 11, well, 3 sheets. You know, you need this too. But 3 sheets of 8.5 by 11. And what I did, I scored at 2 inches, and then I put it on the 8.5 inch side, and, scored 2 inches. On the 11 inch side, I scored at 2 inches, 2 inches, or 2 and 9. Oh my gosh, guys, maybe I need more coffee. So I scored at 2 and 9, and then I put it on the 8.5 inch side, and I scored at 6.5. Okay, and I done this to both pieces. These are 8.5 by 11, guys. Okay, and then this piece here is 7 by 8, and I didn't put that on there, so let's put that on here. It is 7 by 8.5. Okay, so 7 by 8.5. And to get this part here, I went up 3 inches, made a tick mark, went in 2 inches, made a tick mark, and then drew my lines. Okay, this piece here, you put it on the 8.5 inch side, you score at 3/4 and 2 3/4. Okay, and I will I can try and put the measurements down below for you guys, that way you have them, but I wrote them out here so you guys could get the measurements. Okay, so we'll put this piece aside here. So these 2 pieces here, you're going to fold on your score lines, okay? So you're going to fold on your score lines towards the bumpy side and burnish, okay? And then you're going to fold at your 6.5 towards the bumpy side. All right. Now what I do is on the bottom here, I'm just going to make a slit on my 2 inch and my 9 inch. Right on that score line, guys. Okay. Just up to that 6.5 inch score line. Do that to both sides. Just right on that score line. Okay. So now what you need to do before you go any further, this needs paper. This part here needs paper. You don't have to worry about your little flaps down here, but you need to cover this one. So you're going to cover all 3 of these and this here before you glue it together. It just, because otherwise, if you glue it all together, then you're trying to put paper inside of there, and it's not easy. So why not put it on before, and it just works out so much better, okay? So put paper, 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 and paper, okay? So when you got paper on these, so you fold that up, then these little squares fold up like this, okay? So you're going to fold that up first because this is going to have paper on it. So you want it on the inside. So let me get my glue. So this will have paper, this will have paper, this will have paper, and this will have paper. So you want these on the outside. So I'm just going to apply my glue. Oops. I'm going to bring it in and glue her down. Make sure you're butted up against. Okay. Going to do the same thing to the other side. And like I said, this is a very simple box. You could even use, chipboard if you want to make it out of chipboard. Okay, make sure we got a good stick on it. Okay, now you're going to do the same thing to this piece right here. Okay, now this piece here, you want these to be on the inside. Okay, you want those to be on the inside. Okay, so these went on the outside. These flaps here are going to go on the inside. Okay, so let's get those glued. Sorry about the phone ringing. Sorry, can't answer it. And you don't want to get too crazy with your glue, guys, because you get too much glue and it can warp your cardstock. Make sure that when you bring this in, that you're right up against the other one, okay? Right up against the other one, okay? So let's do the same thing to this side. Oh, now they're calling my cell phone. Sorry about that. That is life. It never fails. Okay, make sure you're even. Don't go over this corner here, okay? Make sure you're even. And if this piece of cardstock sticks out a little, cut it off. And what not all cardstock is true. So I'm going to trim that off just a little bit, because that will affect my box with that being sticking out like that. So just trim her off, okay? Don't have that sticking off or sticking over. Okay, so now what you're going to do is this is going to go right inside this one, just like that. Oops. Okay. So let's glue. Okay, you want the one that doesn't have, this one's on the outside, so you want it on the inside, okay? And it should fit right in there. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this glued. I'm going to go ahead and glue this. And I probably should go ahead. Yeah, I'll wait on my sides. I want to make sure I get the bottom in just right. Then I will glue my sides. Okay. I want to make sure that's in there nice and good. Okay, now I can glue my sides. And it will be a little bit harder. Which I think when I made my first one, I didn't glue the second one all together. I glued it glued it and then put it, around it, I think's what I did. Yeah, my cardstock must have been off just a little bit. Just make sure you got a good stick. Okay. I'm going to add just a little bit of glue right here. All right, there's that. Okay, let's get the other side. See, my cardstock was a little bit off. I thought my cardstock was off. But that's okay, you can always fix it. Okay, now I'm going to put some glue in here. Okay. Yeah, that's how I did my other one. I formed it, and then when it's open, then I laid that one in there, and then brought them up and glued them. That's how I done that one. Yeah, that piece of cardstock is a little bit higher than my other one, but that's all right. We'll just trim it off and make it the same as the other side. Yeah, I'm finding out more and more that some of your cardstock is not true to what it's supposed to be. Okay, so there's that. So now you would have paper. You put your paper. Okay, your paper should already be in here. Okay, so this here, then I just cut on my line that I drew. Okay, now you're going to fold on your score lines and burnish. Like I said, this is a very simple box, guys. And then this here, you just glue it to the outside, on the back side. Okay? And then voila! So let's get some glue on this. And it is a lot more, once you get your cardstock on, it is a lot more sturdier too. I don't have any, cardstock or design paper on mine, so mine's not going to be as stable. Okay, now I'm just going to lift this up, put it right along that score line. Right along that score line. I'm going to make sure that it folds fine. Okay, it does. Stick her down. Okay. There you go. There's your box. Then you can just use a magnet to hold it. You could use ribbon, but it's something just quick and easy. You just want to make sure that you get your design paper or colored cardstock put on before you put it all together. And the second piece that you put on, I would lay this inside your second one, glue your things, and then bring them up instead of how I just done it. It'd be a lot simpler. Okay, that is the box for the National Scrapbook Day project. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys made the National Scrapbook Folio. I mean, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful project. I'll put the links down below to the classes and to the final review of it. And if you like this, give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button, and we will see you guys later. And as always, keep scrapping. Bye-bye.